Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Wahyuni from IKIP Siliwangi, A2 class 2017 English Education Study Program. And now I will explain about systemic functional linguistic, or we can say SFL. Okay, before we start our material, let me introduce you to knowing what is SFL itself. Okay, systemic functional linguistic is analyze the function of the linguistic or language through the structure of the text or the sentence itself. Like the sentence, for example, I like you. For the grammar structure, it is contained by subject, and then verb, and then I like you, and then object. Nah, sedangkan di SFL sendiri, I like you itu dianalyze atau diteliti fungsi dari struktur kalimatnya itu sendiri, seperti itu. So guys, in this video, I will explain about the chapter 1 in SFL. It's about gender and grammar, text and context. Okay, let's get started. In this chapter, we will find the three parts. The first one is about grammar, the second one is about context, text connection, and the third one is about genre. Okay, so the first material is about grammar. We have to know what is grammar itself. Okay, so grammar is the structure of sentence that contained by tenses, part of speech, and so on. So the question is, why we use grammar in SFL? In SFL, we analyze the structure of the function, the function of the structure, right? So yeah, the structure that we analyze is grammar itself, something like that. Okay, the last part of the grammar material, it's about the characteristic language, guys. In characteristic language in grammar, we have three branch or three part. The first is about traditional grammar, the second is about formal grammar, and the third is about functional grammar. And okay, let's we analyze one by one what is traditional grammar, what is functional grammar, and what is formal grammar. Okay, the first characteristic in language is traditional grammar. What is traditional grammar? Traditional grammar is analyze, focus of the structure of the sentence. For example, the use of noun, the use of verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3 in some sentence, something like that. And the second is about formal grammar. In formal grammar, we also focus on the structure of the sentence, but the differences is in formal grammar, focus of the subject, the object, and the predicate in some sentence, something like that. And the last one is about functional grammar. Functional grammar is focused of the function of subject, the function of the object, and so on. And the second one of this chapter is about context text connection. In context text connection, we have two branches. The first is about the context. The second one is about understanding text, reconstructing the context. Okay, goes to the first material. It's about context. In context, we have two parts. The first is about culture. The second one is about situation. The first part of context is about culture. As we know that some region have their own culture, right? If we are talking about the culture, culture is about habit of some environment, right? So yeah, in communication, we also learn about the differences of how the society in some place, in some region, uh, communicate their language. So guys, we have to recognize the culture of communication from each region in order to prevent misunderstanding, and the communication will running smoothly. The second part of the context of SFL is about situation. In situation, we learn or we analyze the three parts. The first is about field, the second one is tenor, and the third is mode. Okay, the first material in situation about field. Field is analyze of sentence that focus of what happened or um, what the topic in that sentence. The second is about tenor. Tenor is focus of the analyzing sentence of who the participant in that sentence. And the third is about mode. In mode, we focus of how language is being used. For example, like there are two parts in using language. The first is written and the second is spoken language. So in mode, yeah. Okay, now after we talk about the context, next we are talking about understanding text, reconstructing the context, and the branch of this material is related by situation that was we talked before, that was I taught before to you. The first is about ideational meaning, the second one is about interpersonal meaning, and the third is about textual meaning. The first is about ideational meaning. Okay, ideational meaning is talking about the phenomena. So the ideational meaning relate with field in situation in context. The second one is about interpersonal meaning. In interpersonal meaning, we analyze the speaker's attitude and judgment, and this material uh, have correlation with the tenor of situation about who the participant. Okay, and the last one is about textual meaning. In textual meaning, uh, relate with the mode of the context that I taught before to you. And the last part of this chapter is about genre. Okay, in genre, we analyze the text. So the previous material in grammar and context, we just analyze sentence by sentence, but in general we analyze the text like descriptive text, narrative text, procedure text, and so on. Okay, in general we learn about three parts. The first is about particular purposes, the second is about particular stage, the third is about particular linguistic features. Okay, for the first material, particular purposes, we focus of the goals of the purpose of the text. For example, the purpose of the narrative text, the purpose of the Cinderella, for example, Cinderella story, yeah. And the second is particular stage. In particular stage, we learn about the structure of the text. For example, of narrative text is the orientation and the complication, and the last one is about resolution. It's about particular stage of part of the text. And the third is about particular linguistic features. In particular linguistic features, we analyze the specific participants in some story or some text. Okay guys, I think enough for this material about systemic functional linguistics. I do apologize for my mistake in delivering the material. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.